And the film we're reviewing this time is The French Connection, directed by William Friedkin. This is a movie set in New York City of the 1970s. It stars Gene Hackman as Popeye Doyle, a New York City police detective, and his partner is Roy Scheider playing Cloudy Russo. It also features Fernando Rey as the film's main villain, who is codenamed by the police Frog One. It is loosely based on a true story, but the names of the cops are changed, and I'm not entirely sure if the ending is changed. Okay, so Act 1. Act 1, we learn of the a French businessman. Well, he's a French drug dealer. Frog One has plans to smuggle a massive amount of, I believe it's heroin, into the United States. Also, the cops learn from one of their informants that this massive drug shipment is coming in, and they begin making plans to try to stop it. In Act 2, the villains learn of the plans of the cops to try to stop them, and they begin to actively work at trying to outwit the cops and trying to make sure that their drug deal goes off without a hitch. In Act 3, we basically have the climax where the forces of good and the forces of evil, they meet, they do battle, and the film comes to a somewhat surprisingly quick ending. There's usually in films a scene after the climax, what some people call the weddings and the funeral scene, where you find out a little bit of what happened after the film to all of the characters. There's also a tradition of, if you remember movies like Animal House, where you find out what happened to the characters via text at the end of the screen, at the end of the final scene and before the credits roll, or sometimes during the credits rolling. This film does that. It basically, the climax happens and then it just jumps to telling you what happened to all of the characters. The upside of the film is the acting is superb, the dialogue is really well written, and it is a very, very good story. It's a true story, but it's a good story. The only downside is that abrupt ending, which kind of caught me off guard. For me, this is a 5-star film all the way. I thought it was well directed. It was well acted. It was very entertaining. This is going to be a very short review, but thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. But on your way out, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button and that subscribe button if you haven't already, and maybe share this video with your friends, and I will see you in the next episode.